June is LGBT Pride Month here in California. Governor Brown proclaimed California the nation's leader for civil rights for LGBT citizens. And tomorrow, Sacramento will hold its annual Pride Parade and Festival. Last year's colorful event, which you're seeing there, drew thousands of people to the streets of Sacramento. This year, Stuart Milk, the nephew of Harvey Milk, will be the Grand Marshal. Harvey Milk, you probably remember, was assassinated back in 1978. He won a seat on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors back in 1977 and became the first openly gay elected official here in the United States. Stuart is here in our studio live right now, along with George Raya. He is a board member with the LGBTQ Community Center here in Sacramento, and a man considered really to be one of the gay rights pioneers. We're honored to have both of you in studio. So, well, you're the honorary the head of the whole parade this year. So let's start with you, Stuart, and let's talk about what you're celebrating this year with the Pride Festival.
Oh, we've got so much to celebrate, and so I'm one of the Grand Marshals, not the head of the parade, but we're celebrating. You know, last year at this time we didn't have marriage equality in all of the United States, and now we do. So we're living in historic times. I mean, we had that ruling at the end of June last year from the Supreme Court. So things have really moved ahead, and we need to be able to celebrate the fact that California, and here in the Capitol, we lead the country, and in many ways we lead the world in the celebration of diversity and inclusion. But we also should remember our history. So when my uncle ran for public office, it was illegal to be a gay person. It was considered a mental illness by the American Psychological and Psychiatric Association. And, you know, so it wasn't Hollywood when he said, "Let the bullets that smash through my brain smash through every closet door." He knew he was going to be killed. He didn't know who and he didn't know when, but he did that so that none of us had to put on a mask, so that nobody was being diminished or marginalized because of who they loved, because of what color their skin was, because of what language they spoke. He wasn't just an LGBT advocate. He was an advocate for that our differences are our strengths, that we have to stop trying to impose a commonality on people, that we should realize that diversity is good. So, you know, what I will tell you is that I can guarantee you that there'll be a young person who is struggling with their own sexuality, who will go to Pride and who will feel once, for the first time in their life, embraced, that we are there out in public, and not just us, but all of the supporters, all of the LGBT allies that are there saying, we do love everybody, we don't marginalize, we don't diminish anyone.
And be who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. George, you have walked through this for decades here in this region, and you are considered one of the pioneers. Talk to me about what things were like when you started working in this area.
Well, I'm a native Sacramento, born and raised here. And I went to undergraduate school at Sac State from 68 to 72. And in 1970, we started an LGBT organization on campus. And the student government gave us a charter because we had bylaws, advisor members. But the school denied us a charter, and we had to go to court for the right to come on campus. And we won, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly issue. But as Stuart mentioned earlier, up till 1975, it was illegal to be a gay person. You were an unapprehended felon. I lobbied some legislation, the Willie Brown Consenting Adults Bill in 75, that decriminalized sex between consenting adults. So up till then, if you were arrested and prosecuted, you were a sex offender.
Yeah, and there were some active stings targeting the gay community. So, Stuart, what is next in the fight?
Well, I mean, we've got a reminder from North Carolina and from Mississippi that we do have opponents that are still there, and they may disguise it as a bathroom law, but you know, we've seen Arizona and Indiana as examples of trying to impose, in the name of religious freedom, a discriminatory bill. And we've seen actually all of society, from the NFL to major airlines to major corporations, rise up and say, no, we're not going to do this. Right. And so we still have a battle. You know, Thomas Jefferson famously said, when does the battle for equality and justice end? And he said, it requires vigilance. It never ends. As long as there are minority groups, you always have to protect them. And so, so that's part of our ongoing struggle. And then I have to point out that, you know, more than 2/3 of the world still live in an environment like what George was talking about and like what my uncle lived under, where it's illegal to be LGBT, or society so condemns that segment of society. So that's an important part. And then the final piece is that we must continue to work with other minority groups. We have to work with the Latina community. We have to work with the women's organizations. We have to work with immigrants. We have to work with African Americans to make sure that we are supporting each other. Because unfortunately, minority groups are always vulnerable, as I just said.
And so that common bond as you fight for civil rights.
Yes.
All right, Stuart and George, thank you both. I know you'll be joined by thousands of people coming up this weekend. This year's Pride Parade and Festival is tomorrow. It runs from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. The parade is on N Street, and this just turns into one huge street party. A lot of celebrations out there. The main festival will be on Capitol Mall.